Hey there, and welcome to this explainer. Today, I'm stepping into the role of your teacher, and our goal is simple but absolutely crucial. We are going to master the exact English phrases you need for a medical visit. We're going to break down the language step by step so that the next time you step into a clinic, you feel completely prepared. No guessing, no stressing. Let's get straight to work. So let's be honest for a second. Does going to the doctor in another language feel kind of scary? Because if you're nodding your head right now, you are definitely not alone. It can be super intimidating to talk about your personal health in a second language. But here's the good news. Navigating a clinic is actually highly predictable. It really just comes down to knowing a few key phrases to get exactly what you need out of the visit. Okay, here is our roadmap for today's lesson. First up, booking the appointment. Next, what to do in the exam room. And finally, understanding the doctor's recommendations. Short, sweet, and to the point. Okay, let's dive into this. Imagine you haven't been feeling well, so you pick up the phone to call the clinic. When the receptionist answers and asks how they can help, your immediate go-to response should be, "Hi, I'd like to make an appointment for sometime this week if possible." Now, you might be wondering why that exact wording. Well, that specific phrase is the polite, incredibly direct way to secure a time slot. It allows you to be absolutely clear about your needs without, overcomplicating the conversation right out of the gate. You're setting the agenda for the call immediately. From there, the receptionist will just check the schedule, ask for your details, and book the visit. It's a very simple, standardized exchange. All right, let's move forward and see how this builds. Fast forward to the next day. You've checked in, you've filled out your forms, and now you're sitting on that crinkly paper in the exam room. The doctor walks in, says hello, and inevitably asks the big opening question, "So, what's going on?" Okay, when asked what's going on, you want to deliver this critical phrase. "I've been feeling a sore throat and a low fever for a few days now." Sure, the doctor might follow up with a few yes or no questions about other symptoms, but this opening phrase, it anchors the entire consultation. And this brilliantly illustrates one of the most useful grammar structures you can possibly learn, the present perfect continuous tense. I've been feeling blank for a few days. This is your absolute go-to structure for describing symptoms. It sounds incredibly natural, and honestly, it's exactly what doctors expect to hear. It perfectly communicates that an issue started in the past, and hey, it's still actively happening right now. Okay, so after examining you, the doctor moves to the diagnosis. Let's say they tell you that you've just got a mild viral throat infection. This is your cue to ask a very direct question. Is it serious? Now, what's really interesting about this is the psychological power of this short phrase. It's immense. It is extremely polite, but it gets straight to the point when you're feeling anxious. Asking this actually takes back control of the conversation. It forces the doctor to clarify the severity of the situation right then and there, which immediately relieves his stress. It just makes the rest of the visit so much easier to handle. So once the doctor confirms it's nothing serious, you need to figure out your next steps to get better. And that is where this next power phrase comes in. What do you recommend? This question naturally prompts the doctor to list out their actionable advice. Whether that means getting plenty of fluids, resting up, or taking a prescription medication. And as your teacher today, I really want to point out the extreme versatility of this phrase. What do you recommend isn't just for the doctor's office. You can use this linguistic tool at the pharmacy, the dentist, or literally any professional appointment where you're relying on expert guidance. It's just a fantastic, universally applicable phrase to keep in your daily English vocabulary. Finally, as you wrap up the visit, there is one crucial question you should ask for patient advocacy. Should I follow up if it doesn't get better? In response, the doctor will usually give you a clear timeframe for recovery, like suggesting you call back if you aren't better in, say, 5 days. So, the crucial point here is that this phrase does a lot more than just get you follow-up advice. It shows the doctor that you are being highly responsible about your own health. Medical professionals genuinely appreciate this question because it proves you're actively managing your recovery and really paying attention to your body. Okay, class, now it's your turn. Down in the comments, I want you to write a short exchange where you describe a symptom and ask the doctor a question using the exact structures we learned today. Remember, taking immediate action is exactly how you build confidence, and I'll definitely be checking your answers. Thank you so much for joining me for this explainer. You now have the exact tools to take charge of your medical appointments. But before you go, consider this. How many other intimidating situations in life could be completely disarmed just by mastering 3 simple phrases?
Thank you everyone for watching this video. Subscribe for daily updates about real life situations.